Welcome to a new journey of understanding and wisdom on Life Lesson TV. Have you ever stopped to consider your goals? How about the risks you're willing to take to achieve them? It's a question that's often overlooked, yet it's at the heart of every step forward we take. It's not just about identifying what we want to accomplish, but also about understanding if the risks we're about to take will propel us towards our goals. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You've probably heard the saying, look before you leap. It's great advice if you're an athlete, but when it comes to life, it's nearly impossible to follow. We can reflect on our past, learn from our actions, but the future, it's a mystery, a leap into the unknown. Yet, oddly enough, it's those who dare to take the most challenging risks who often find the greatest success. The leaps we make should align with our deepest desires and experiences. But what about the risk of failure? Consider Charles Lindbergh's historic transatlantic flight in 1927, a journey fraught with risk, yet ultimately successful. Now, imagine a young Charles Lindbergh, a pilot with a dream standing on the tarmac in New York, looking up at his custom-built monoplane. The Spirit of St. Louis was named after his beloved hometown, a symbol of his roots and his aspirations. It was an unproven aircraft designed specifically for long-distance flights. The design was new, and any mechanical failure could have led to catastrophe. Yet, Lindbergh had faith in his machine and in his own skill as a pilot. The challenges didn't stop there. Lindbergh was about to take on the vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean without the assistance of advanced navigation systems. There was no GPS, no radar. All he had were basic instruments, celestial navigation, and dead reckoning. It was a formidable task, one that required not just skill, but also courage and determination. Then there was the issue of suitable airports. Lindbergh took off from Roosevelt Field in New York, aiming for Le Bourget Field near Paris, but if anything went wrong, if he encountered engine trouble or other problems, his options for emergency landings were extremely limited. The Atlantic Ocean doesn't come with many pit stops. Amidst all this, Lindbergh was alone. His was a solo endeavor, which meant he had to stay awake for over 33 hours navigating and piloting the aircraft. The physical and mental strain of being alone for such an extended period could have impaired his judgment, slowed his reaction times. Yet Lindbergh knew that this was a challenge he had to face. Lastly, there was the lack of communication. In the 1920s, communication technology in aircraft was severely limited. Once Lindbergh took off, he was essentially on his own, with no means of real-time communication with ground support or other aircraft. It was a leap into the unknown, a leap he chose to make. Despite these risks, Lindbergh's meticulous planning, skill as a pilot, and a bit of luck allowed him to make the historic flight successfully. He took off on May 20th, 1927, and after 33.5 hours, he landed safely at Le Bourget Field, Paris. His daring journey captured the imagination of the world and marked a significant milestone in aviation history. The risks were high, the journey perilous, but Lindbergh chose to take the leap. He chose to pursue his dream, to push the boundaries, to venture into the unknown. And in doing so, he not only achieved his personal goal, but also contributed to advancements in aviation technology and navigation. Lindbergh's journey not only captured the imagination of the world, it also demonstrated the potential rewards of risk-taking. His story serves as a powerful reminder that sometimes, in order to achieve our dreams, we must be willing to take risks. We must be willing to step off the familiar ground and venture into the unknown. So, what can we learn from Charles Lindbergh's story? Well, it vividly illustrates the significant role risk-taking plays in achieving our goals. Life is brimming with uncertainties, and we can't always foresee the outcome of our actions. Yet, those who dare to take the leap, to venture into the unknown, often find themselves reaping the most rewarding outcomes. This doesn't mean we should rush headlong into danger, but rather that we should embrace risks that align with our deepest desires and our wealth of experience. Lindbergh's story is a testament to this. He risked everything for a dream he held close to his heart, in a field he was well versed in. His daring leap, despite the potential for failure, led to a victorious landing and a monumental contribution to aviation history. Remember, you will never make it to second base if you keep one foot on first. You will never achieve the dream in your heart unless you are willing to take risks along the way.